everyone, my name is Dawn, and something very exciting happened today, and I thought this would be a great time for me to make this video, um, just because in this period that we're going through, there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of uncertainty, people are expecting retrenchments, and I just wanted to, I guess, bring some excitement because I'm feeling a little bit of excitement, not for the whole situation as a whole, but for one aspect of this situation that I can see opportunities in. That's what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. I have notes on my phone, so please excuse me if I look down. So real estate or property, however you choose to refer to it. I want to talk to you guys about why it's a good time to invest. It may seem like, girl, no, like the whole world is in shambles, but I'll explain to you in my understanding. And also, please, this is not financial advice. This is something that I've been observing. I've observed it, I think, twice now. 2008, I saw it, but I was a bit too young to understand. And I feel like we're in the same position now. So, and hopefully I'm in the position to also take advantage myself. So I'm very into property. It's something I'm on Property 24 and private property as much as I'm on YouTube. Like that's how much of time it takes up in my life. And today the MPC decided to lower the repo rate by 100 basis points, which is 1% in language that you and I speak. And this is the second time they've done this. I think in less than a month, this is the second time they've done this. And it's absolutely insane. It's crazy that this is happening, but it is. And they're doing it because they anticipate there's going to be a really deep recession in the economy, and they want to put in place measures to help revive the economy when we can go back to work, when lockdown is over, when people can actually have the freedom to figure out what's happening with their jobs, with their income, and so on. So let me start with why I think this is a good time to invest. And this is just from what I've noticed and the patterns that I've recognized in recessions. I'll break it down according to the housing market dynamics, the bond market dynamics, and consumer behavior. So just to start with housing market dynamics. In economics, one of the most well-known forces that is at play is supply and demand. If there's more supply than demand, then prices are lower. If there's more demand than supply, then prices are higher. So now in a recession, we're going to find ourselves in a position where there's more supply than demand, because, and I'll refer to it again in consumer behavior, but people are, the rationale is, I've been putting my money into this house for 10 years, let's say. I have a 1 million rand house. I've been putting my money into this house for 10 years. But I know that my situation means that in the next 6 months, I will not be able to afford this bond. And if I default on this bond, which means I can't pay the interest rates, I'm going to lose all the money that I put in for 10 years and have no house to show for it. So what do I do instead? I sell my house. Get out the money that I can, pay off the remaining amount on the bond, and use that as a cushion while I figure things out. Now, then that means that person now is going to go from living in a house that they own to renting a house. Keep that in mind. Renters are going to increase. Okay, then so there's going to be lots of people selling houses, but we're in a recession. There aren't a lot of people who've prepared for this. There aren't a lot of people who are just sitting around with excess cash or sitting around with good credit to be able to buy large assets such as a house. But those who are in the market looking are definitely going to have their eyes open now. And so that's why now there's going to be a higher supply of houses versus those who want to buy a house, just for the fact that we're in a crunch. People aren't sure about their income, but there's a very few amount of people who are. There's a very few amount of people who have income streams that don't get affected by the economy, you know. So yeah, that's how the housing market's going to look. Now, back to the repo rate and the bond market. If you're in a position where you do have excess cash, or you do have good credit, or you do know that you can get a loan on a property, this is a great time because the repo rate is down 2%. It's so crazy. The repo rate is down 2%. I can't get over it. 2% just in the past month. So that means you're going to be purchasing a property, getting a bond on it, and that bond, the monthly amount that you pay every month, is going to be a lot less than what you anticipated or what you're budgeting for if you've been in the market looking for a property up until this time. So two ticks against investing in property. Number 3, consumer behavior. And that goes back to the housing market. Those two are very linked. People, it's safer to rent because if I can't pay my bond, I lose my house. But with renting, I haven't put 10 years into this house. I haven't put 15 years into this house. I haven't put 18 years into this house. And then at quarter to paying it off, I lose it. So that's going to be the dynamic that we're seeing in the market. And obviously, unfortunately, a lot of people are not in this position. They can't even see any bright side to what's going on right now. They can't see any silver lining, and that's really unfortunate. And I'm really sympathetic to those people, because that's the majority of our economy, and people are scared. People are worried. It's gonna take a while to get everything back on straight. So to those of you who can, I don't want you to be overwhelmed with fear. Again, this is not financial advice. This is just something that I'm observing, something that I'm hoping to take advantage of. Please speak to financial advisors, especially now. This is the time where your financial advisor should be your best friend. Speak to them, figure out what your finances, what your goals look like over the next 12 months, because it's going to be crucial for you to get to be able to be up and running and in a good position, like this whole situation never happened. If you're in a position to do more research on it, I suggest you do, because these times happen very few and far between. I think it's since 2008, 12 years. Also, that's another thing. If you can't take advantage of the situation, don't despair. There'll be another one of these, and just prepare yourself for when that time comes. I'm gonna post more videos on, in general, what I know about property, what I know about the market, what to look out for when you are looking to invest. And these are just under normal conditions. But I wanted to put this video first because the repo rate, dude, like 2%. I can't even. But stay safe, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.